Hey guys, this is Eliza and welcome back to a new video. So today we'll be talking about some predicted 5-star reads. So some of these will be sequels that I'm pretty sure I'm going to give 5 stars to and I'm really keen to get to. And also some of them will just be new books or new series that I haven't read before, but I have a feeling I'm going to give 5 stars to. So I'm going to start with 2 that I don't own physically. Both of these I have on audiobook and hope to get to soon. Firstly, we have The Beholder by Annie Bright. I don't know why, there's just, as soon as I saw this book, I think I saw it in an unboxing or something, I was like, I need this book and I'm pretty sure I'm going to love this book. I don't know why, something about the description, something about the cover. I don't know, I just had a feeling I was going to rate this 5 stars. This is probably one of the ones that's like the least reasoned as to why I think I'm gonna rate it 5 stars. I'm just like, yeah, I think I'm gonna rate it 5 stars. But the plot sounds super interesting. I'm a huge YA fantasy fan. I love listening to YA fantasy on audiobook and I do have this one unscribed, so I'm hoping to get to it very soon. It just sounds super interesting and right up my alley. Next we have Bone Cries Moon by Catherine Purdy. I think that's how you pronounce that last name. This one sounds super interesting and I love the idea of like a specific magic that only like certain families or certain people have, and that's what this book is. And it also sounds like it has a strong theme of friendship in it based on what I've read in the synopsis. It sounds like that's going to be a main theme, which is something I love, as I'm someone that doesn't love reading romances, but I love reading friendships. So I'm super keen for that because it doesn't happen super often. Romance is usually the typical norm in YA fantasy, so I'm super keen to see one that doesn't sound like it's gonna have any romance. It sounds like it's gonna be action-packed, there's gonna be a lot of friendship themes, very unique world. So yeah, I'm super keen for this one and it sounds like it's gonna be amazing. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be rating this one at 5 stars. Next we have Girl in the Blue Coat by Monica Hesse. This one I've been meaning to read for so freaking long, but I still haven't gotten to it. But this one sounds so freaking interesting. This one is set in 1943 Amsterdam, and it's about this girl who is trading illegal goods, which on its own sounds like it's going to be an action-packed, interesting adventure. But then this teenager goes missing and she is asked to help find them, and there's apparently a mystery, and I love mysteries, so the combination of mystery and historical fiction is really intriguing to me because I love both of them. So yeah, I'm using my hands a lot, I'm sorry. And also like this cover is stunning, but also this map of Amsterdam, I'm assuming it's Amsterdam, that is on the naked hardcover, absolutely stunning, which makes me want to read it so much more because I don't know, when a book has a beautiful cover, you're like, yes, I really want to pick that up because I want to look at it and I want to read it. I want to be able to display it on my shelves. So yeah, that's me giving me these vibes. And also I sprayed the edges of this one, but that's unrelated. But yeah, I do think I'm going to be giving this one 5 stars. It sounds really good, but I also need to get kind of back into historical fiction because I have not read one in I don't know how long, but it has been a while. So I need to do this one very soon. I'm actually super keen for it. So I might actually pick this one up after I finish Loveless because I'm kind of in a little bit of a fantasy slump right now. I'm like not really feeling the fantasy for physical reading. So I actually picked up a contemporary and I'm loving it. Not my thing, I know. So maybe historical fiction is what I need, and this one sounds action-packed and full of mystery, so this might be right up my alley. Next we have a sequel. So this one is Ruin of Stars by Lindsay Miller. This is the sequel to, what is this called? Mask of Shadows. This is the sequel to Mask of Shadows, which I read so freaking long ago. This book has been on my TBR way too long, but I'm hoping to get to it very soon. Mask of Shadows was amazing, and it was a book that I was really surprised by because no one was really talking about it. I hadn't really heard about it. The cover looked interesting, so I decided to listen to the audiobook like on a whim basically, and I loved it. And so I picked up the sequel. I have reread Mask of Shadows. I'm pretty sure, did I reread Mask of Shadows? Yes, I did reread Mask of Shadows by the physical book after I read the audiobook. So I'm super keen to pick up Ruin of Stars, but like I said, it's been on my TBR for way too long. So maybe putting it on this list will push me to, you know, get my shit together and freaking read it sometime soon because this has been way too long. So I won't talk about this one because this is a sequel, but Mask of Shadows is a book that's based on assassins, which is awesome. It's about this character who is gender fluid, so representation. Sal is gender fluid and they are like a criminal, and they find this flyer for this competition to become one of the Queen's assassins, and they go and attempt this competition, but then end up kind of in a romance with another character, and they kind of want to escape, but they have to survive in order to escape. So you know, that's kind of Mask of Shadows. Sounds amazing, was amazing. So yeah, I really need to get to this one. And also, I don't read enough assassin books, okay? I need more assassins in my life. Not in my real life. Thank you. Just in my fictional life. So next we have Nyxia Uprising. This is the third book in the Nyxia Triad, I think is what it's called, by Scott Brangton. And this is an amazing YA sci-fi. Again, I won't talk about this one because it is the third book in a series, but Nyxia is about a character called Emmett, and he is chosen to go off-world to collect this stuff called Nyxia for this government kind of organization, and he doesn't know why the hell he's there, but the price on the contract makes him tempted. So he ends up going, and they find out once they get there that there's a lot more mystery and there's a lot more shit going on than they realized when they were sent up to this planet to mine the Nyxia. So yeah, and this is the continuation after that. I can tell you it's a lot more than that. A lot more shit goes down. It is freaking hectic. These are action-packed, extreme, like you have no idea what is going on. They're completely unpredictable. So yeah, I cannot wait to pick this one up. I did start it. I think I read like a couple chapters, but I was like deep diving into a reading slump. That was right at the end of March, I believe it was, which is when I fell into a reading slump, and I didn't get back into reading really till like late April, May. So yeah, I'm definitely keen to get back to this one, and also highly recommend the audiobook because I did read the audiobook for the first one, and then I read the second book physically, and I'll read the third one physically, but the audiobook, like the narration, is also really good. So yeah, I'm definitely sure I'm gonna be giving this one a 5-star. I've given the first 2 5 stars, so I am freaking keen. So next we have Mirage by Somia Dord. This one, first off, the main character's name is Marnie, and one of my all-time favorite series' main character is also a Marnie. So that kind of, you know, it's a little hint as to why I'm gonna like it. I don't know, I just have a feeling. But this one is about Amani, who is kidnapped and discovers that she is a nearly identical twin to the princess or the crown, I don't know, some royal person, I can't remember. So basically she is gonna be used as like a body double because everyone is trying to kill this royal person. So, you know, she's the double in case they try and kill her, basically. That sounds super interesting. I'm really bad at describing that. You get what I mean. But it sounds so interesting and I'm so keen. I love that whole concept. I don't know where my voice went just then. So yeah, I am super keen to get to this one. It sounds amazing. It sounds like it's gonna be action-packed. It sounds like it's gonna be kind of mysterious. I'm keen. And also, how gorgeous is this cover? I already own 2 copies of this book and I have not even read it. That's how much I'm pretty sure I'm gonna give it 5 stars. Does that give you any idea? Next we have Black Wings Beading by Alex London. This book, I do not know what it's about. I literally have not read the synopsis yet, and I'm not going to. So sorry, you will not have an idea of what the synopsis is. I will leave it linked down below, but I will not be reading it to find out because I originally listened to, was it listened to or read? I can't remember, but I read Proxy by Alex London, which is one of his other series. It's the first, I'm pretty sure it's the first book in another series. And I did not know what it was about. Literally, the cover looked slightly interesting, so I picked it up and I freaking loved it. So when I saw that he was coming out with a new book, I jumped straight on that bandwagon. This isn't new now. I'm pretty sure the sequel's out soon. But at the time, it was new. But yeah, I do not know anything about it. I absolutely loved Proxy, so I have a feeling that I'm gonna also love this one. So I hope I do. I have no idea what it's about. I'm pretty sure it's sci-fi. Is it sci-fi? Let me look that up. Just to be clear that I know one thing about it at least. Mackenzie Lee, who is an amazing author, I love all her stuff, has put a 5-star review saying, "Hi, I love this book." So, you know, and I love her books. So you would think we have a similar taste? Maybe? I don't know. Okay, no, this is fantasy. Awesome, even better. I thought it was sci-fi. His other book was sci-fi, so that's why I'm pretty sure I just assumed this was sci-fi. But yeah, I'm super keen either way. I have no idea what it's about, but I think I'm gonna give it 5 stars. Next, we have another sequel. We have This Vicious Cure by Emily Suvada, and I'm not gonna tell you too much about this book because, well, about the first book. I'm not going to tell you anything about this one because it's the third book in a series. But about the first book, all you need to know is there is this disease. It's a dystopian, by the way. All you need to know is there is this disease that literally makes people blow up. That's all you need to know. Dystopian world, they're trying to escape this shit. It's amazing. I think my original description for the first book in the series, which is This Mortal Coil, by the way, my first description for that book was, think of the most ridiculous, intense, insane freaking book you have ever read and times that by about 10, and then you'll have that book. It is unpredictable. The most insane shit happens. You have no idea what is going to go down. I absolutely loved it. It was like edge of your seat the entire time. So of course, I'm pretty sure I'm going to love this book. So this is the last one in the trilogy. I am so freaking keen. Like literally, that's the cover of this Mortal Coil. That is a person exploding. That is blood like exploding. I didn't actually know that when I first bought the book. I was like, oh yeah, cool. It's just like something, you know, blowing up. Until I read somewhere that the author said, yeah, that is the result of the disease. I'm like, okay. So next we have The Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. This is the second book to The Devil's Thief, which I read a little while ago and absolutely loved. I read it about the same time as I did Mask of Shadows, and it was another one that I literally knew nothing about. The cover was interesting. I picked up the audiobook on Scribd and freaking loved it. So I can't wait to get to this one. I will be listening to this one on audiobook hopefully within the next week. I think I'm going to be picking this one up next because as soon as I finish King of Scars, because it is over 500 pages and I'm currently in Tome Topple readathon. So over 500 pages fits the readathon. And this is like a nice floppy paperback, so I'm sorry if I keep doing that. Who doesn't love a fluffy? Who doesn't love a floppy paperback? So won't be talking about this one, but The Last Magician is about this world. I think is it Manhattan? I'm pretty sure it's Manhattan. And basically if you have magic, which is forbidden by the way, and you come into Manhattan, you are trapped there. You cannot get back out past the brink, which is like basically this big barrier around Manhattan. And if you do have magic and you go through the brink, you're likely gonna die. Or if you don't die, your magic is stripped. So not ideal. So in this book, the main character has the ability to travel through time. So she has to go back in time to try and steal this ancient book, which is apparently meant to save everyone. So yeah, sounds super interesting. I really loved it and I cannot wait for this one. Like I said, I will be reading it next. So I'm so keen to finally be getting to this one because like I said, I read Last Magician the same time as I read Mask of Shadows, which was ages ago. So I really need to get to at least one of these. It's been so long, but also this is huge. Like this is 700 pages. Yeah, it's like 680 pages. It is massive, but I am super keen and I'm fairly certain I'm going to be rating this 5 stars. Next we have a very new one on my TBR. We have A Song of Wraith and Ruin by Roseanne A. Brown. First off, this cover is stunning. I love how certain parts of the cover hit the light differently. Like this background is different to her, which is different to the writing, so like it hits the light differently. Sorry. So this one I'm gonna very quickly read the synopsis because this is just hectic and I have no way to describe this book at all, like in my own words. So, for Malik, the Solstice Festival is a chance to escape his war-stricken home and start a new life with his sister in the prosperous desert city of Zirin. But when a vengeful spirit abducts Malik's younger sister Nadia as payment to enter the city, Malik strikes a fatal deal: kill Karina, Crown Princess of Zirin, in exchange for Nadia's freedom. But Karina has a deadly aspiration of her own. Her mother, the Sultan, has been assassinated, her court threatens mutiny, and Solstice looms like a knife over her neck. Grief-stricken, Karina decides to resurrect her mother through ancient magic, requiring the beating heart of a king, and she knows just how to obtain one by offering her hand in marriage to the victor of the Solstice competition. I just realized that's not actually Solstice, it's Solstasia? I'm sorry, I was pronouncing that wrong. When Malik rings his way into the contest, he and Karina are set on a heart-pounding course to destroy each other. But as attraction flares between them and ancient evils stir, will they be able to see their tasks to the death? So yeah, that sounds super interesting, and yeah, I apologize for pronouncing that wrong. It's Solstasia Festival? Something along those lines. But yeah, this sounds so good. It does sound like it has a little bit of romance in it, but I feel like the plot is going to be so hectic that it won't overpower it. I am hoping anyway. But yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be a 5-star. It sounds amazing. We have a black main character, so awesome representation so far, and I haven't even started it yet. So yeah, super keen. Pretty sure it's going to be 5 stars. Next we have A Song Below Water by Bethany C. Morrow. This one is another one that I'm pretty sure is going to have a strong strong friendship themes throughout. So this one is about this girl who was a siren, which not a good thing, and she's trying to hide that. Then there's also her best friend. They're trying to live through school. What are they, in junior year or something, I think it says. Yes, high school's junior year. And then there is a murder by a siren and that goes viral, and then somehow she releases her siren voice at the wrong time or something. I don't know. It sounds like it's going to be hectic, but it also kind of sounds like it's going to be a little bit chill because it's going to have like this high school vibe. So I'm super keen. It sounds really interesting. I've heard amazing things about it so far. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be rating this one 5 stars. And also, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but I sprayed the edges and they have got seaweed stenciled on there, which looks awesome. And I tell you, it was very freaking fiddly. But anyway, so yeah, super keen for this one. I think I'm gonna rate this one 5 stars, and it's also super short, so it should be a really quick, easy read. Hoping to get this one very soon. So last book on this list, we have Bookish and the Beast by Ashley Poston. I have no idea what this particular book is about, besides the fact it is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. But this is the third book? Is this? Yeah, this is the third book in the Once Upon a Con series, which I love. This series is basically contemporary set in really cool like Comic-Con settings, or like there's usually something to do with Comic-Cons involved in this book. There is usually a heap of representation. There's usually multiple gay characters of different sexualities. I'm pretty sure there is going to be a gay couple in this one because there is I'm assuming male asking another male to homecoming. So I'm assuming that is going to be a gay couple. And also we have a dog on the cover. Like, come on. I'm pretty sure there's a cat on the cover of the first one. I think there was animals on the cover of all of them, wasn't there? But yeah, I just love Ashley Poston's writing. I love this series so far. I've given the first 2 5 stars. They're just really fun, really super easy to read. They're usually cute, and also they're just like cool settings, like this Comic-Con type setting. I just love them. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be rating this one 5 stars, and I'll probably read it soon if I continue to be in this little bit of like a fantasy slump that I've been in, because contemporary. So that is the 12 books that I have on my predicted 5-star reads list. Hopefully I'm going to be getting to these soon. I know I'm going to be getting to a couple. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be getting to a couple of them soon. But yeah, I am so keen for all of them. Like I said at the point of this video, I'm pretty sure I'm going to give them all 5 stars. I'm pretty sure I'm going to love all of them. So yeah, I'm super keen to get my hands on them and read them. Let me know if you guys have read any of these and rated them 5 stars, or what you thought of them. And I will see you guys in my next video.